What it do, what it do. Another great Monday night, man, with them Royalty Boys, the Aspiring Artist
Hey.
Showcase. Got another awesome guest that goes by the name of Tony Norville. We're gonna have an awesome interview, man, and we just like to thank the Lord for another opportunity, another day, man. But with no further ado, this your boy Mark 11.
Hey, and it's your boy Stony Hill. I'm feeling great today, by the way.
Hey, you got your boy Cat9 in the building, man. Feeling awesome also. What's going on, good people?
What's happening with it?
Everybody doing all right?
Wonderful.
Yes, sir. You doing good?
I'm doing
You doing
fabulous.
good? Okay.
Super chilling. It's going to be a good day today.
It is already been
Yeah.
a good day.
Glad to have you with us today.
Absolutely. But we're gonna get straight into the interview, man. Miss Tony Norville.
Okay.
Miss Tony Norville.
Hi.
Let the people know about yourself.
Okay. Well, okay. My name is Tony Norville. I am a musician. I'm a singer, songwriter. I'm from the island of beautiful Barbados. And singing is what I be. Singing is who I am. Giving
Amen.
God praise is what I do. And I enjoy
Amen.
every day of it.
Amen. Absolutely.
Amen.
All right, so I'm gonna get straight into it. Looking at your bio, it says that you started out at the age of 5. That's very young.
No, it's the truth. My father, he's a keyboard player, very good musician, and
Yeah.
I grew up singing. He had he worked within the secular world, so whenever he had songs he needed to learn, like Black Butterfly,
Okay, all right.
fly across the window,
Let's get it.
tell your sons and your daughters. That's one of my favorite jams.
Okay,
I
okay,
learned
okay.
that song, all those songs. I grew up singing them. He learned them. I sang them, and
Yeah.
whenever I went to school and I needed to get out of trouble, I sang for the teachers.
That's what I'm talking about.
You get like,
I'll have to give you a 5 on that one.
oh Lord,
Hey, wrote a song about it. Like to hear, here it go.
oh Lord.
That's what I did, and
Using
it
your
worked.
gifts early.
It worked.
Wow. Wow.
Using your gifts early.
Yep.
All right, so we see that you popping, or when you did start off, I mean, you had this great following, and
Yeah.
you got more of a Caribbean type style, correct?
Yes, please.
So when you embraced, I guess, America, how did that come about?
It's just something that came. It's just something that came naturally. You sing, you love to sing, you choose the songs you want to sing, and coming from the islands and embracing R&B,
Yeah.
hip hop,
Yeah.
it was not that difficult. We sing soca music, reggae, and for me, that was too easy. I wanted a challenge, and
Okay.
I enjoyed listening to Aretha Franklin
Okay.
and Stevie Wonder,
Okay.
and going home and learning every riff line for line, word
Okay.
for word,
Okay.
strumming my pain with his
Come on.
fingers,
Know what I mean?
and just getting into music and
Okay.
really understanding what the artist was singing and writing about, because
Okay.
for me, I love writing.
Digging into your
Songwriter, so I want to know what the mood, how the mood, why the song, and really sink myself into the song.
Okay.
And it came naturally.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Amen.
Putting yourself in that
talking about?
space.
I'm just happy to have Miss Tony Norville here with us today. Talking about as soon as she walked in the building today, I just got overcome with a lot more joy than I already had. you just got that joyful spirit about you, and I'm
I
glad you
appreciate
brought her
that.
in with you
Thank
today.
you. Thank you.
But like I said, happy to have you here. At the age of 5, Mark touched on it, but I'm just baffled. At the age of 5, you
Yeah.
are already studying. Most kids playing with dolls and stuff at that age.
Listen,
But you studying the likes of Michael Jackson, Anita
yes.
Baker.
Let me tell you something. Listen, I have an older brother. He was like 2 years older than I am, and I was really a loner. So I could tell you, like the age of 7, I just said, Lord, it's just me, you, and this voice you gave me. So you got to do this, because I have no idea. And let me tell you, I used to be outside in the yard, singing to the clothespins and the trees, having an audience and having my own little concerts in the yard, singing to the clothes and the clotheslines.
Okay.
Yes.
They were
That
the
being
audience.
said, so
Yeah.
with that being said, you singing to the clothespins out there. At the age of 15, I seen like you on stage rocking
Correct.
stages.
Correct.
So was
Yeah.
there any fear getting on stage?
Very little to none, because I always knew singing. There was a part of me, I wanted to be a psychologist.
Oh, okay.
So when I was in high school, in secondary school, that's what we call it in Barbados, I was doing a work study program, and I was working closely with this psychologist. And one day I'm in his office, and he looked at me. He said, "You could sing, right?" Because I'm in his office and I'm singing something every day. He's like, "You have a really good voice. I really think you should forget about becoming a psychologist and stick to singing, because you'll be broke, miserable, and unhappy. Stick to the gift that God gave you." And you didn't have to tell me that twice.
That's true.
Right.
You did not have to tell me that twice. I was like, all right, cool. I guess singing is what it's going to be.
Amen.
That's what's up.
Thank the Lord.
And singing is what it is.
And singing is
Say
what it
singing
is.
to the clothes. On the clothesline. What an audience! Like, what was the feedback from that crowd? Now let me stop.
My clothes were dried. They were dry.
Right? Say the clothes were dry, right?
They were dry.
Right. That's all right. So, realizing at that age and seeing that, I guess moving in your age 15, and you're making a name for yourself.
Right.
I see the R&B group that you joined, or local group at that time, the
yeah.
Smooth Boys.
Well,
Smooth boy.
How did you run into those guys?
funny enough, the manager of that group at the time, Philip, he was looking for a singer, and I happened to audition with a group of girls, and I got hired, not the rest of the girls that went. And it was horrible. But to make a long story short, he knew my father because they worked together.
Okay.
So it was kind of an easy situation where I was like, I know you. You work with my father, right? And then when he realized who I was, he's like, all right, cool. But I was guest appearing and opening act for those for those guys. And I remember, I never forget, one of the first songs that I sang on stage with them was "This house is our house, let's give back to the people, 'cause it's all in the hands of love."
Oh, okay.
You know? And yeah.
I remember that one.
There you go. So that's how long ago it was. And it just went on and it went on, and I enjoyed it. It was easy. Everything for me, music
It just
is
flowed.
easy.
Yeah.
Writing is easy.
Yeah.
Everything else is hard.
Hey. So with you saying that, it makes me think about when you spoke earlier about how you enter into the space of the writer, and to try and feel where they were
Yeah.
when they were writing the song, and even when they were singing the song.
Mm-hmm.
So as you say that, like I'm automatically hearing just the passion that you have to really make sure that you're in sync.
Yeah.
And it's not just my gift, but it's also too me putting forth the other efforts and the other works that it would take to sharpen my gift.
Correct.
And I think a lot of people overlook that. So now tell me this.
Sure.
What was the hardest thing for you as far as being a child, realizing that you have this gift, and you having different people pulling, wanting to get a part, or should I say be a part of what it is that you like? What? Well, let me not say what was the hardest, but was it a hard decision for you to want to let go of some of those things as a child? Because some children just want to live out, their childhood.
For me, I I don't think it was hard because I would go to school and I'm singing. Even in high school, we call it secondary school in Barbados. I would be singing every day and everywhere, and people would come up to me. It's like, man, Tony, man, you keep it too much noise. Stop singing. And I'd be like, listen, y'all prefer to hear me now because one of these days y'all gonna have to pay to hear me sing. So enjoy this while you can. You know,
Right.
Free of charge.
Enjoy this free.
I know where I'm headed.
You know, so
Right.
I mean, and people just understood. All right, Tony, she leave her. She's going in the corner. She's gonna be humming all day. Leave her alone. She figure out, you know. So it was fun. It was easy. It was fun. Having a father who's a musician, that's how we bonded. That's how we hung out. You know,
Right,
listening to music, learning songs, and growing up in the Caribbean, that's one of the joys of being a child. You know, you would hear the songs on the radio and you get your book and you write the lyrics out. Then when it comes on the radio, you're singing along with it. So
Okay.
it was a
Right.
natural progression of life.
And you just flow right with it.
Thank you.
Natural.
I'm waiting to hear a song. Like, what song do we have for that one? Because it seems like like you.
When
like,
I was
like we're gonna make a
18,
a soundtrack in here
when
today.
I was 18, was I 17 or 18? One of the two of those ages, I can't remember. I entered a competition. Now, I hate competitions. I hate to compete.
Yeah.
I just don't like them. I don't like the idea of them to win something or the pressures of having to compete with somebody else.
Right.
It just didn't make sense to me.
Okay.
But my friends at the time, they were all encouraging me to enter this show called the Richard Stout Teen Talent Contest. And I didn't want to go into it because my father was the musician for a few years. So I'm like, you know what? If I enter this and I win, people can say it's favoritism. But that year, my father decided to go abroad to go on a ship.
Okay,
So
look at the Lord.
So that was, you know, okay for me to go in the show. So I entered the show. And one of the criterias, you had to present a Caribbean song, and then you had to present like a top 40 song. And for me, I started writing songs from the age of 15. So I entered with one of my original songs called Go On Home. And I sang one of my favorite songs, like a bridge over troubled waters, I would lay me down, 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 down. You know,
now.
when we go down.
Okay. Yeah, all
You
right.
know? So
Wait a minute now.
that was easy for me to do. That was so easy. I didn't win. The guy who won beat me by 2 points because I did a whole production. For me, when I'm doing something, I think of A to Z, and I went over my time with my production.
Okay.
If I had 15 minutes, Tony went to 18 minutes. So I lost 2 points because, and listen, let me tell you, people on the street after that were after me for like, yo, I bet my money on you, and you come and let that boy beat you. He didn't song as good as you, but you fell down with your production, and and you were winning a car.
Wow.
I gave up a whole car
Wow.
because I had a
2
point to
minutes.
prove,
Right,
and I
and
had
the
something to
discipline.
say.
And the discipline. I want to be disciplined.
Let that be a lesson for some of y'all.
Yep.
Because some people don't understand.
Just don't
Staying
understand.
within that time.
Get off the stage.
That's why I say I don't like competition. You will never catch me. A lot of people will come up to me and say, "Oh, Tony, go and enter The Voice. Go and enter this. Go and enter that." Who,
Yeah.
me? Not.
Yeah.
I don't like them. I don't like the idea of having to put myself through that competitive mode of if I get knocked off, and even you don't.
Stress.
It's too much.
You
All
just
I
wanna
want
be
to do
free
is sing.
and
All I
sing.
want to
Yeah.
do is sing. I want to bless. I want to encourage. I want to minister. I want to do what I'm here to do, and
Yeah.
not to have to worry about the points
Yeah.
or the time.
Right,
Or if, No. If you want me to win, come and bring the trophy. Put it right there. So that's yours. I say thank you and go home. But
Don't judge.
Oh.
No points, no time.
no, because down the line, I'm gonna get carried away, and it's all gonna go south. So please, don't ask me to enter nothing, or if it's entering my name because of
Even if a car on the line? Nah.
Actually, I won a car. A few years ago, I won a car.
So you got your car back home.
I got a car back. Yeah, see, look how God. You see?
All right.
It came back around.
Yeah. But still get off the stage at your time.
We having too much fun.
Hey, man, that's how it is. Hey, you know, I want to touch on the fact that, you know, we met you a while ago, and Shimlin, she tried to brush up on our memory a little bit. It don't seem like it was a year ago.
Yes, it was. No, it was in November.
Yeah.
It was like more like a few months because it is a new
She
year.
told the whole year.
I knew it wasn't a year.
Yeah, I was saying it couldn't have been a whole year ago.
She
you
had
know,
to
we
round
met-
it up. She had to round it up. Yeah.
Yeah, it was around November.
Super
Yeah.
round. So we met you at Feed Me Tuesdays, right?
Correct.
Event that Shimlin put on annually, and as the people can see, you got a very electrifying personality.
Oh, thank you.
You know, very fireballish like
Really?
personality.
Actually, yeah. Okay.
So, you know, we got the chance to see you. You know, of course, you know, we being who we are, you were just observing
Correct.
and we watching. And you wowed the whole crowd.
Okay.
I remember that.
Okay.
You know, you come in very humble, laid back, like you ain't gonna do nothing. You know, you just doing your little thing. And then you just let them have it. I actually remember you might have kept going. You did take a little long time in there.
Get off the stage.
Hey DJ, I got time for one more DJ. I got time for one more.
I think DJ Matt, we were the DJ that day. Right? He listening. Hey DJ, if you were, he said it right. He said it right.
Now, y'all know today I am not your friend. Today. Consider divorce papers in the mail today.
Oh man. Yeah, you rocked the crowd, man. You had a great, you know, great little set, man. You know, you did real good, and
Thank you. I appreciate that.
you was up there like you were competing, and you did very good, you know. But you know, looking at that resume, you know, you've been around like a lot of well-known artists.
Some of them artists, some of my favorite.
I'm talking about well-known, like some of the ones you would want to be on your resume. You know, just being in the midst, you know, sharing the stage with them. How was it experience for you?
Always humbling.
Okay.
Always humbling. Always humbling. To do what I love and to appreciate being around people who do the same thing and share the same passion. I do enjoy. I enjoyed the stage. I love the stage, but for me, there was always a battle going on because I did so well in the secular, but then when I had to make a choice whether you're going to stay in secular, or whether you're going to do what you know that you were supposed to do from day zero. You
Amen,
know,
amen.
we doing our thing and we kind of go our own way.
Yeah.
But I always felt there was a higher understanding and a higher calling. Because for me, if you ever check my repertoire and the songs that I've written, they've always been of a conscious,
Okay.
initiative. It's always been of a God consciousness about me that I always had, because I said I trusted God with my voice from the time I was a little girl.
Okay.
So sharing the stage with Kirk Franklin and, and BB and CC Winans when I
Yeah.
opened for them in Las Vegas, and
Yeah.
having to meet Fantasia when she came to the island and did her show.
Great artist.
It was, man, I tell ya, it was just fabulous, and yeah, I enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to those days returning pretty soon, where I share my gifts, I share my talents, I share who I am with the world, because I think that's what we were created to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is awesome. But you know what? Right now,
What?
you've been singing all this time we've been here. I think it's time we hear a little bit of this music too.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So, from what my understanding, I believe we got Whatever, Need a Friend, and I Know Who I Am. If you had to choose any one of those that you want the people to see or hear right now, which one would you choose?
Whatever.
Whatever?
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Whatever.
I'm just joking. But you are tuned in to the Aspiring Artist Showcase with the wonderful Miss Toni Norville. We're about to get into her music real quick. The song is called Whatever. I'm going to let her introduce it. But make sure, if you want to talk to Miss Toni Norville or chop it up with them royalty boys, you call in. That number is 770-988-6461. Toni, I'm going to put it in your hands. Introduce the song.
Sure. One of my favorite music videos and one of my favorite songs that I wrote. It's called Whatever. I hope it blesses your heart. Peace. Let's go.
Let's get to it.
Let's get it.
Started singing. I tell you one thing.
She don't stop.
I tell you what, you better.
Just a big music note over there.
No, my daughter would tell you like like if someone comes over to the house and they're singing or I'm watching a music video and I start singing, my daughter goes like, "Why are y'all gassing her up? Y'all know she can't stop when she gets gas up."
Nah, man.
I love it though. Hey, part of me believe that's why you was. It's what you were called to do.
Absolutely.
Sing. So before we get back into this interview, as I always, I got to give the little shout outs. Hey, everybody tuning in because we super
Appreciate y'all.
duper appreciate y'all tuning in.
yeah.
Shout out to Miss Christine Hines Davis.
Hey, Chris.
Old DJ Mac.
Yeah.
Lester
We're not friends
Hillman.
anymore.
That's old Chosen. Michelle Lee.
Hey.
Christina Kemp. I love you, sweetheart. Jackie Gma. Brown of Life. Truth, Love, Life, Light. These are the things that represent Christ. Racine Hillman, always support. We super
Hey.
appreciate that. Laura Bucci. Laura Bucci, we got to get you in the studio soon. Yeah, I said it. Laura Bucci.
Laura Bucci.
Shimlin, Miss Hugh Harmon,
Hey, Hugh.
Bettina Hillman.
Yeah.
Man, we super appreciate y'all tuning
Thank
in.
you all for spending some time with me
appreciate that
today.
love. Yeah.
Thank you
They
for
loving you out
inviting
here.
me.
Man,
I
yeah,
really
they loving
appreciate
you.
that. I was humbled
Yeah.
when I got the text. It's like, "Are you ready to be on our interview?" I
Yeah,
was like,
you ready?
Come on.
Yeah. Come on, hang out with them royalty boys.
I really appreciate being sitting in this chair right now.
Hey, man, we appreciate the love. We appreciate the love.
Real
Appreciate
thing,
the
real
love.
talk, real talk.
Oh, Eda just came in and said hello.
Hi, Eden. I'm sorry for the late notice, but she knows I'm terrible with social media. I am like the worst.
Hey,
I
because
am
you're
the
focusing so
worst.
much on the singing.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of things happen to slip.
Okay. All
It
right.
happens. It happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's why they say you need a team.
That's it. Yeah,
You
they
need
say
a
it
team.
takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a team to raise me straight.
Okay.
She
Straight.
being honest.
I know that right.
I'm being very honest.
Hey,
Yep.
that's what it is.
So the people want to know, someone asked, where can they get your music from? Where can they find your music?
Okay. Spotify, YouTube, iTunes. Yes.
All digital.
Yes.
All
Yes.
digital.
Digital
Yes.
outlets.
Yes.
All
they're
digital.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got to look for Tony Norville, right?
Yes, please.
Just look for Tony
Just look
Norville.
for Tony.
That's
Tony
with an
with an
I,
I.
not a Y.
Yes, please. I should hope by now it's with an I.
Yeah.
Right.
So digging in a little deeper, I want to ask this question. Let's do a different little question for me. I don't ask this very much, but I want to ask you, and I don't know why I want to ask you, but today I want to ask you. Can you go back to? And maybe you can't remember. Can you remember the day when you were first saved? What
Yes.
that experience was like?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I can. Okay, I was hanging out with a girlfriend of mine, Chevelle Franklin. She's a gospel artist from out of Jamaica.
Okay.
She's like my daughter's godmother. Chevelle and I, we met in the secular world when she had a song. She's a dancehall queen for life. Gotta explode like dynamite. That's Chevelle.
Okay. All right. That's true.
sounds good.
Right?
Right now.
She
Yeah.
was. I was working on I was working on Caribbean Soul, and I had invited Chevelle to come to Barbados and stay with me so we can write songs for my debut album, and she had given her life to Christ. And when it came to seeking Christ and understanding where he wanted me to be, where he wanted my life to go, I always called on Chevelle. She was like not just my big sister, she was my mentorship in Christ.
Okay.
So
Okay.
she spent a few weeks with me, and she was looking back at an interview I had done a few days earlier, and one of the questions were, what are my biggest goals in life? And I answered, is to seek Christ more. So she kind of like, yeah, Tony, something is tagging at your strings right now. Do you really want to do this secular album? Because I am not feeling that this is where you should be. But we did it. It was something that I had to do.
Okay.
So she and I are talking. We're sitting in the living room at my house, and then a few days later, she was invited to a church to minister, and the pastor at that church. I'll never forget. It's a Church of God. It's in River Road, and everybody from Barbados knows that Church of God in River Road. Hey, Hugh Harmon, you remember that church?
Yeah.
And I went in there. I went to support Chev, and the pastor did an altar call, and trust me, I was the first one up there.
Okay.
New.
Okay.
I was the first one up there, so that I will never forget it. Never. That was one of the easiest questions you could ask. Dig deeper. Ask something else. Get
Sorry, I
difficult.
wanted to. Okay. All right. She want me to get difficult up in here. Before I get difficult, sorry, Kai, I'm taking my pass on this one. Before I get difficult in here, all right. I just want to say, make sure you tune in, call in 770-988-6461 if you want to talk to Tony Norville. And if you're not saved and you're listening, get saved, people. Get Jesus in your life.
Absolutely.
All right, you got to have Jesus in your life. Now, we got to get difficult here. So let's see here. She said my question wasn't good enough.
Let's go.
With a lot of problems going on in the world today, we can just see that. It's just plain and simple. A lot of problems going on in the world today.
Yeah,
You could tackle so many things.
of course.
You could talk about so many different topics.
So many.
If you could choose one topic to focus on, to tell the people, that was your topic, to tell the people about this one topic, what would that topic be?
To thine own self be true.
Okay, elaborate on that.
Okay, with everything going on so crazy in the world, do you know who you are as a person? Do you understand what your calling, what your gift, where in this whole wild scheme of things? Yes, there's everything going on, but who are you to you? Forget about what people may think you are, but who are you? How do you feel comfortable when you get up in the morning? Do you just want to be a part of it, or you just want to help make it better? Which side are you going to choose? The part where it's going to be a positive day, or are you going to add to the part where it's going to be a negative day?
Come on.
With everything going on, how are you going to react to everything? Are you just going to lay back and let everything just happen, or are you going to be a part of the change for the better?
Speak on it.
Yeah.
A little Monday motivation right there.
Yeah, because you've
Absolutely.
got to. Because you've got to. The world will keep spinning. Things will keep happening. We all
Absolutely.
understand where we are in the scheme of things. This is the last days, or people were saying that these were the last days 20 years ago, and we're still here.
That's
so
right.
my thing is, where are you in the wild scheme of things in 2018? Where do you plan to go? How do you plan to live?
Challenge.
When you get up in the morning, how do you feel about yourself? To thine own self
Be true. Absolutely.
I like it.
Do I make sense?
You make sense.
Yeah, you make a whole lot of
That's
sense,
a
man.
mouthful.
Yeah. Send that
That's a
conviction
mouth.
out.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, because I
Send it
know
out.
there's a lot more that you can say off of that subject, but within the time that we have, and we know about time, so we stop. But no, being serious and to thine own self being true, I mean, like I say, it's a mouthful that you can really
Yeah.
stem from and,
Yeah.
and really pull from just that subject alone.
Yeah. Or are you just gonna listen to everything people say and just allow people to make decisions and dictate the world for you?
Right.
How do you see the world? Where in the world do you find yourself fitting in? Are you gonna be a positive part of the effect to make it better? Or are you just gonna be a part where everything is just falling apart and spiraling down a negative progression?
No, that's right. You ain't just a single now. You ain't just a single. All right.
We're going to give you the title of Minister of Music. Minister of Music.
That's
Sister
what they say.
Tony Norville.
That little church on River Road.
So, here we are. Moving right along, Ms. Norville. Let me just ask you, being from Barbados
Yeah.
and being from the Caribbeans, and I know, that there are just a lot of stereotypes about people from the Caribbeans. And with you moving to Atlanta or moving to the United States, what were probably some of those stereotypes that you found yourself having to, check and correct about?
Okay,
being
first
from
of
Barbados and from
all, Barbados is not in Jamaica. Can I say that? Barbados is not in Jamaica. Barbados is an island by itself. It's 166 square miles. It's to the east, I think, of Trinidad and Tobago. It's a small island and it's beautiful. You know what? Rihanna came from Barbados. Can I just say that?
Yeah, you can say that.
She's
Yeah.
she's a Bajan girl.
Yeah, you can
you
say
know,
that.
so yeah, we're not a part
Yeah.
of Jamaica.
Okay.
So it's safe to say you're not Jamaican,
I am not Jamaican.
because I know that accent. That's probably that question get asked to you a lot.
A lot.
Are you-
Yes. Pardon? Okay, you're from Barbados too? You're Jamaican? But no, another stereotype is that someone asked one time if we do witchcraft and voodoo.
Oh,
no,
Lord
sir.
Jesus.
No. We are a God-serving and a Christian society. Yes, we are. We don't
Now you Haitian.
levitate. We don't go deep. No. We subscribe and ascribe to the Holy Bible. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Holy
Putting
Spirit
that
led.
devil
Yes.
on y'all, huh?
no demonic activity in Barbados. So it's safe to say she's not Haitian either.
Oh no.
She's not
I'm
Jamaican.
knocking
She's
my
not
Haitian
Haitian.
friends. Hey, Haitian people, I love you still, but yeah.
Yes, we do love you.
Yeah, we love
It's
y'all.
once again, it's the stereotype. that,
Yes,
you know,
it's a stereotype. And you know what?
and it's because of our ignorance, lack of
traveled-
understanding.
I've traveled extensively with my career throughout the years, and one question that I can never forget someone asking me, do y'all have cars? Yes, we do have cars.
That was an
Lots
adult
of-
or a kid?
a grown adult.
Oh, Lord.
No, seriously.
Wow.
Do you have roads and cars? Oh, yes, we do. We've got Mercedes Benz on the road. We've got BMWs
Come
on
on
the
now.
road.
Yeah.
And we've got some really big houses. It's a beautiful island. Google it. People love Google
Yeah,
these days.
yeah.
Google Barbados, yes. And you see a lot going on down there. Yes.
I've got to get to Barbados.
You should?
That's one of the
Yeah.
islands that I haven't touched yet.
Actually, I have a cousin that's married to a guy from Barbados.
Okay.
Yeah, and so my mom, my aunt, and they all got a chance to go and visit,
That's
and you know,
beautiful.
I missed out on that one, but
Well, you should.
yeah, it'll come back around. So definitely I will. My last question for now, until we're gonna move it on to Mark.
Sure.
So understanding with your resume, because it just seems like you're doing your thing. You're traveling. You're meeting a whole host of people that, you know, a lot of people would want to have on their resume.
Right.
Now, we see that you were rated or listed as one of the top bestsellers, or should I say the bestseller artists in Barbados,
Yeah.
but of all times.
Really? That's not true. Is that true? Okay.
That's what
All
we're
right.
hearing. I mean,
Okay. If
you-
that's true, hey.
that's what
No,
it's telling
for
us.
me, and you know what? I did have to pause for cause because I have a daughter who's disabled, special needs. She has cerebral palsy, so
Okay.
I really had to take a left. I had to choose, and you know who won.
You already know.
You know,
Family
and that's
first.
one of the reasons why I had to leave Barbados because, yeah.
Your love, your heart,
Yes.
totally understood.
Yeah,
Gotta
I had
do
to,
what we gotta
had
do.
to, had to do it. I had to be a parent
Amen.
first,
Absolutely.
and just trust God that He will make a way wherever I go. Straight.
Absolutely.
And you know what? I didn't choose Atlanta. Atlanta chose me. So y'all gotta deal with me. Sorry, y'all gotta deal with me.
We glad to have you. I don't know about everybody
I
else.
know that right. know that right. You ain't bringing all them old Ritz crab spirits with you. So we glad about that. We glad about that.
Mark, you're
Hey,
terrible.
hey,
You're terrible.
Hey, let's get to this social media though. Let's get to this social media now.
Sure.
Now, you might reach out to her and contact her, and she might not know how to reach back out to you. But let's get that social media, Miss
Okay.
Tony Norville. How can they reach you?
Okay, I'm on Facebook, Tony Norville. Facebook/Tony Norville. I don't even know how to do it.
Right.
And I'm
It's
on
all good.
right.
It's all good.
And I'm and Instagram.
Tony Norville.
Yes. And
YouTube.
YouTube,
Yeah.
Tony Norville. It's easy.
Norville.
There's no dots, no hyphens. Just Tony Norville. You look for it, you find it.
Straight up and down.
Yes, please.
No, that's right. So let's move on to your interactivities. You know, with doing your music and going out and ministering and preaching and doing the many things that
Preaching?
you do.
Where you get that from?
Come on now, you getting it in before your
Oh,
song.
you ain't fooling nobody.
If you ain't got a pulpit, you do it before your song. You do it before your song. You know how people get that in.
Over your 2 minutes.
They Get it in before they little song. They going a whole little skit right quick. But yeah, what we got upcoming?
Well, nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
If I have something coming up, I'll let you guys be the
All right,
first to know.
we appreciate it. You know, you just got people that might look in and say, hey, we want to check out Miss Toni Norville and where she going and what she doing. You know, just to be able to network with people and keep up with what people
I
doing.
think for me, it's now about, because I've dealt with getting my daughter sorted out, so now it's time for me to figure out, because I don't know no producers, no musicians here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay,
So I'm
okay,
now about
okay.
to have to trust God that He will bring the right people. So
And He will.
because I've been writing. So it's just a matter of time.
That's it.
Just a matter of time.
That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
word right there.
And once they hear that gift,
Just a matter
oh,
of
it's
time.
gonna kiss like wildfire once they hear that gift. You know what I mean?
Amen. I receive
Cause you
that.
sing at will. You know, some people they'll be like, man, okay, well, you know, you claiming like you're a singer. Well, let me hear something. And they get shy.
Oh, now?
That ain't you. That ain't you.
People still do that?
Yeah, you know they hold on. I'll get back. Can I see your video?
They stalled out when you on
See
cue.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Yeah, you right on it.
Yeah, you have to. Really, thank you. I appreciate that.
Man, that's a blessing though.
No, I love it. No, seriously. Music, I tell you, everything is hard. It takes a village, but music, just I love to sing. It's easy. It's easy.
But
It's-
them the gifts operating though.
Yeah.
Them the gifts operating.
And I honestly believe that having the gift of singing and allowing God to just move is just one of the best, is one of the most important gifts that anybody could ever receive from God. You know, it's just how you use it. It's just how you allow Him to use it through you.
Absolutely.
You know, and let Him take you where He wants you to go and not necessarily where you think you should go. And I could tell you, I've been to both sides of the coin. Where I think I wanted to be and where I know He wanted to be. And I could tell you, and I know you guys could confirm this, and we could all agree on this, that He always wins. God always wins.
Yeah, he do.
He always wins. So sometimes you just got to humble yourself and just,
Just do it the way the Lord want to do it.
that's right.
So, Miss Toni Norville, I'm not even gonna get. I get the oh dear. What's That's all good. No, you've been all over the world. I'm not even finna sit down and try and name all the places you've been. But out of all those places, what do you feel is like one of your favorite destination spots?
I love
And
Jamaica.
don't say Barbados.
No, I'm not going to say Barbados now. I love Jamaica, but I really, really enjoy Africa.
Africa. These two here keep telling me they want to go to Africa. I'm probably the one holding that up.
Oh, really? Why?
I don't know if I want to go over there quite
Why?
yet. And I'm not ready
Why?
yet. I'm not
Why?
ready yet.
Serious? Let me. Can I just share a little?
No, go ahead.
Okay, my first trip to Nigeria, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I was on tour with Chevelle Franklin, and it was in December, and we were going to Lagos. And we left England, and it was 7 hours from England to Nigeria. So 45 minutes into landing to Lagos, the captain came on and said, well, buckle your seatbelts. We're about to go into some turbulence.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. And you know what happens at 4 o'clock in the morning in that part of the world. So the plane went into some turbulence.
Okay.
It was unbelievable. It was like if I honestly felt I was angry. Nah, I ain't come all this way to die in a plane crash. Impossible.
I know that.
So I went into some prayer. I went into some tongues. It was unbelievable. And funny enough, it wasn't just me. It was everybody on that plane started praying and crying out to God.
Okay.
Everybody in that, look, let me tell you, I ain't lying to you. There was church in that plane.
Okay.
And then when the captain finally said that we are 15 minutes about to land, oh, Jesus, it got worse. Everybody, all the Nigerians, everybody in that plane started clapping and singing and dancing. And people up in the air, I have a father who will never, never fail me. In the
Okay,
plane,
okay.
having a party on the plane. And all the hostess could not get those people to shut up.
Right.
Because I'm like, why is she telling me? But she really, was she here a few minutes ago?
Yeah.
Did she really experience what we experienced? Because let me tell you, it wasn't just a little bit of turbulence, you know.
Yeah.
It was real
Really
crucial,
shaky, yeah.
crazy
Right, right.
turbulence. That
Yeah.
all I was doing was crying and saying, look, today, Satan, me and you gonna fight because I ain't come all this way to die in a plane crash. I got my 2 children at home, so I need to get back home. So
Exactly.
you and me, we gonna do this in this plane.
In the
And it
night.
wasn't just me that felt this way,
Right.
the entire plane. And when you as a hostess can tell people to sit down.
She ain't
after
feel the
this-
spirit with y'all. She ain't feel the spirit. She want y'all to
So
get off.
I always appreciate.
Don't take all that.
I really always appreciate going to Africa because you get to really understand how people live. You know, I really would love for you guys to go there. Why? Because you will sense a different humility and appreciation for life. Because when those people worship, they just ain't worshiping. They worshiping to ask God that when they get home that they got electricity. If you want electricity, you just go flick that switch. When they want electricity, they gonna pray for it. Real thing. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
Things that we take for granted this side of the world,
Right.
Yeah.
to them is luxury. You need to go.
I've
you
heard
need
that
to take
several
a trip.
times.
You gonna be blown and you gonna be blessed all in a day's work, and you ain't gonna understand how.
I've heard that
Amen.
several times. I'm open. But we got to be on one accord, so we, hey.
I mean, you just find a plane that's shorter, a flight that's shorter.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Well, we hope we had those Nigerians on our flight.
Right, we want a soul plane ride too on the way.
But no, seriously, I would never forget that experience as long as I live. I was mad. I was pissed. I was like, nah, no, if me and you gotta go to battle and hear me and you gonna fight there because I ain't doing this. I gotta go do what I gotta do and get back to Barbados. So what it gonna be? You take your hands off right now.
And then
Yeah.
you had a team with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
And
a
it
blessing.
was- No, but you need to go. You are going to be blessed. You're going to be encouraged, and you are going to be blown. And it's going to be like a humility that you would never ever understand. So you will get to appreciate life and what you have and the simple luxuries of life that we take for granted, like flicking a switch and getting electricity or turning on the faucet and getting fresh water.
Right.
You know? And then you're going to be walking down the streets and see somebody looking just like you.
Right.
Straight.
The kids these days, but they can't make it. Period.
Need
They
that
can't make it,
Xbox.
man. So soft.
Yeah.
And grateful.
They need some life experiences.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Old Mike
Real.
Titus. Them royalty boys might have to holler at you. Been asking me for the last 8 years about Africa. I've been blowing you off. I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all heard me say it on the radio. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
first,
Mike
but
Titus.
let me warn you, there's a bunch of shots you're going to have to get. If
Once
you-
again,
if you're
she just had to say that, didn't she?
And
Okay.
it's gonna be another 8 years.
But with all due respect to your favor, though, because you don't want to come back with nothing that you can't get
Yeah,
off of you.
you don't want to come out with nothing you didn't leave
Right.
with.
That's right.
Definitely get immunized.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Tony Norville, it's been a pleasure
Absolutely.
Pleasure's all mine.
walking
Yeah,
with you
it's
today.
been awesome.
I
Had a
great
wonderful
time.
It's
interview.
been awesome.
It's very much
Feel
so.
like we ain't have enough
I
time.
know.
No,
Can we
that's
get
right.
2 more minutes?
And you know what? Thank you guys for having me. I just want to shout out my pastors.
appreciate you being here.
Aaron Morrison and Glenda Morrison.
Okay,
And I also
okay.
want to say hi to Pastor Kevin Brown with Real
Okay.
Time Ministries. And
Kevin Brown.
I want to say hi to my friends Shemlin
Oh, yeah.
and Edith, and Hugh.
Support 'em.
Holla back. I've got
Yeah.
really good people, Aubrey Padmore, and I just want to bless you guys for just, holding me up. Lord, it's been a long process and road, but God is working it out.
Absolutely.
He's
More to
working it
come.
out. More to come.
Amen.
I think we're going to get out of here on some of your music. But before we do that, I want you to give them the social media again.
Okay. On social media, Tony Norville, Facebook, Tony Norville on YouTube, Tony Norville Instagram, and yeah, that's it.
Y'all go pick up the music on digital outlets.
Yes.
I believe we got Caribbean Soul.
Caribbean Soul, we've got Rain, and
okay.
we've got some singles there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some good music, man. And as you can see, she's been singing all day, so she got that in her. So y'all go check Tony Norville out, pick up some of that music. And before we get out of here, I just wanted to say, we love you, and God loves you too. Michael Evan, you got anything you want to close out with?
Hey, man, I think that's about it, man. We're going to take the people out on this good music, man. I want to know what we're going to play going out of here.
See the light.
Or we might just do a little acapella to get us up out of here.
Oh, really?
She stay ready.
I think we might need an acapella today to get us out of here.
Okay, what do we want to sing?
It's on you. Let the Lord lead you.
See the light, see the light. You're not alone, so keep fighting the good fight. See the light, see the light. You're not alone, so keep fighting the good fight. See the light, see the light. You're not alone, so keep fighting the good fight. See the light, 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 light. You're not alone, so keep fighting the good light. See the light.
Hey.
Look.
I thought y'all were gonna bust into a rap. Come on.
I thought you were gonna bring it back low like you did that down. I like that.
Woo, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure being here.
Absolutely.
God bless
It was
you
a
all.
pleasure. It
and
was a pleasure.
See you all guys another time. And anytime I'm here, you know where to find me.
Absolutely.
Blessings to all of you. Have a great evening.
Aspiring Artist Showcase every Monday, 7 p.m., 108 Praise Radio. 108praiseradio.com.
With them Roach Boys.
With them.
I am here, trapped behind these doors, with shackles on my feet and walls round my heart, wondering why am I here, why this now? This is not the plot, the plan, the scene, the act I chose in the story of me. You said, if I just don't trust and know you are my present help in times of troubles and storms, this too shall pass, and I can get up out of this. But in the meantime, and in between time, Lord, I need a friend, somebody who can understand. A friend, somebody take me as I am. A friend, somebody who won't walk by me but see me through this. A friend with a word that will keep me, and the smile that will warm me, and the strength that can get me out of here. Lord, I need a friend. Forgive me in a world I'm haunted by my fears. I know you can dry my tears, filled with disappointments and shame. My heart